talking about the extinction of animals in general, but specifically the pikas that live up in the high Uintas. So pikas are small rodents that are more closely related to rabbits. So since they live up in the high Uintas, they can't move down, because if they were to be out in the heat for more than, approximately 15 minutes or more in, say, 75 to 80 degree weather, they would die. So they have to keep moving around, and they can't move up higher in elevation due to the global warming. So they have to stay put where they are at, even though their own climate is the temperature is raising. So with the extinction of the pikas, we have predators such as coyotes, bobcats, mountain lions, and wolves that will feed on pikas and hunt them. So if we take out one factor, it affects everything else. So it's like like those Jenga blocks. The pikas would be like the base. You take one factor out, the whole thing's going to collapse. It may take over the expansion of years, which DWR, Utah State, and UVU do not know how long it will take, but it'll be eventually about 20 years until major effects are seen. So predators like coyotes and I believe mountain lions, those two are going to be coming down to cities, towns, all that, where human population are, which is dangerous to not only us, but to the rest of the ecosystem. Because predators keep the prey in line, that way they don't overpopulate and our resources stay good. So if prey, such as pikas, were to overpopulate, then the vegetation will be consumed a whole lot faster, so we will be unable to have resources for ourselves as well as other animals like the cows, pigs, chickens that we all consume, or most of us. So if the predators come to cities, then we'll start killing them off, which further interrupts the balance. So the scale's tipping really largely now, and this could be in about 10-15 years. So DWR, they don't know exactly the population that we have now of pikas because they are so rare to see, but they do know that they are now in the endangered list species, or at least getting extremely close to it. Utah State and UVU have not been able to do much research on specifically pikas, but they have done other research on predators coming to our lands and the whole disruption of the balance. So the vegetation gets all eaten, it's going to be a barren wasteland. We're going to start losing prey, which is another food source for mainly hunters, because they would go after deer, wild boars, anything just to feed their families. But other research that they have done is the extinction of other animals, not just in Utah, but in the rainforest, where we lose thousands of species each day due to global warming and the deforestation of the rainforest. So they approximate about 3,000 species minimum are going extinct, both documented and undocumented. And animals are really important to us, because if we don't have animals, then we can't use what their nature is to help us. So an example of that would be the quills of a porcupine. We base our needles off of that. It's sturdy, it's strong, but it's also good enough to penetrate through skin. So a lot of our medicines and medical equipment are based off of animals and how they survive. and then we could use their adaptation to benefit us and help millions of people from all over the world. So with also the study of animals, if we were to lose a lot of them, then we could lose a lot of cures to things such as cancer, which is a major one. Because the rosy posy of Madagascar, according to Utah State, helps cure the cancer. I don't remember which specific cancers, but at least 5 different types. And since that is really endangered, I believe there's only about 20 plants left, we just lose everything. So the same within Utah, we start losing our own wildlife. We're gonna pretty much lose a lot of our oxygen, the sheer beauty of it, and a lot of animals will be coming down to us, which will make it highly dangerous. So in conclusion, this is why we need our animals to help keep the balance in store